to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, Virginia, home to the Liberty Flames. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Flames will put total weather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Duke's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Grab in the middle, it's Adams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is the type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win.
Turning it on! Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes a catch, wants to make a move upfield. The Flames offense has the ball for the first time. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who's threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Give to the running back. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Flames come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. On the option. They go to the ground. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He's got it on the right. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Man, I'll tell you, this quarterback has got things you simply cannot coach. How about that situation? 3rd It's a passing situation. The defense knows that they do a great job in coverage, but this guy just has tools. He's got physical attributes.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Hauls it in. They stop him right at the 25-yard line. That's well short of the 1st down. Certainly in field goal range, but let's see what they do here.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Reads it, fires complete. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. And the Flames pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
691, Gators far. Cobra.
Gives it on the option. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Picked off to stop the threat.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And some room to work. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then there he goes. The 40, past the 30. 10. Touchdown, Liberty. Once he got a snap, it was all over, right to the house.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get to the end zone. Nice run.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to SMU. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Goodness, that happened fast, even in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Here's the handoff. Got room to work. Lots of running room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Blue Devils just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Sure hands, it's Upshaw. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41.
I like the slot receiver because it gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Got his man quick. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Blue Devils are rolling down the field.
Military stunt.
Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. Brought down the run play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. First play of the drive comes from the 41.
Cricket.
They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Got it.
Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again.
In blue. In blue. Ready, go.
Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
On the option. Leaves it with the running back. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide. Finds his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown play. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That is the final play of the quarter, and guys, Liberty has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They go to the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Quickly to the tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second, try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the running game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. just needs a crack to get a return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll send the tight end in motion.
Spider. Ready.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. The 10. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And they turn it into a defensive score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Back to pass on second down. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab on the left side. Hits the crease. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Liberty.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive with that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Caught behind the line. It's Upshaw. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receivers who are going to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Manuel. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Blue Devils will have it first and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, giving him a tunnel to run through.
Picked off, and they ruin an early He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Oklahoma State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Boone Pickens Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Texas.
Get him to the ground.
We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wrapped behind the line. It's Manuel. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the outside. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Let's go, let's go.
Motion from the wideout. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Set, ready.
Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Upshaw. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll leave it with him. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got it behind the line. It's Upshaw. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The Flames in a good spot here with second and short. Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
On the double.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Green 25. Gaucho.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And it's caught inside the 30.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Lynchburg. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at the Bill Arthur L. Williams Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Blue Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
And the Flames are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to throw. Swings it out to the flat. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Still running at the 40. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Razor.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. They're working that left side. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Got a first down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a third down.
Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Liberty! And the beatdown has ensued.
How about the day for this young man? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. On Wisconsin. They're darn near perfect offensively today, almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice. They're up by 34 over Alabama. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Manuel. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Hard in the backfield, it's Manuel. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
This time it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Takes the easy one to the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
The Blue Devils come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Surging forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Right down the boulevard.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything on this drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Holds and fires complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Flames will send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Makes the catch at the 45. And the returner will be knocked down. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, at least, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on that.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Manuel. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Blue Devils will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks, and make plays.
The give to the back. Creates a little space. Turning it on. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
That's the end of the period. Liberty is on top, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. play fake. Now to throw. It's complete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Flames can really attack on this second and short. Pulls and fires complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
To the air on second down. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew he was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Whips it out to the back. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And he had just enough to will that one home. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tacked on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Fires on the move. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
They're going to ride this running back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Got it.
The Flames trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Unlock.
Give to the running back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Now facing a 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that 1st down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on 4th down.
Ready, break.
Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field.
Green 25.
He'll do it himself. Ball is out behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
No, sir. No, sir.
This offense starts deep in a hole.
Ready, ready, ready.
Off play action on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. Makes the tackle at the 24, but from inside the 10 to across the 20 on the pickup of 15. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Adams. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Right down the middle. Right on the money. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Just keep slinging it. Just a hair too much on it for this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On 4th down, going to the air. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give to the back. Look out, he's got room. Got the 1st down and more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Flames with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. He rifles one deep down the middle. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Flames will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. get this drive started from the 29.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Carter. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. The Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Adams. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll throw on third and short. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll